Why is it that the Koreans don't arbitrage their own price away?
Arbitrage in Korea is extremely difficult because Korea has a bunch of restrictive legacy capital controls, so it's very hard to get fiat currency out of the country.
What he said.
They got really tight capital controls, and you have to you have to have what is it, a Korean phone number in order to open an account on exchange, and you have to have like one of their national ID cards in order to have a fucking Korean phone number. So
Yeah, but Bitcoin's Bitcoin. You can just send it away, send it in.
right, so so let's say you get to Korea, and then how are you going to create an account on exchange? And if you create an account exchange, how are you going to cash out into the native currency? And then once you get into the currency, how are you going to get it back and then buy it Bitcoin for cheaper?
Yeah, the biggest block on the pipeline is, let's say that I send 100 Bitcoins to Korea and I sell them all for what the price is, a little over $10,000, right? So 100 times 10,000 is like, what is that, $1 million? Am I doing my math right? Whatever, it's a lot of money. So now you have all of that money, it's all in Korean won, and now you need to like transfer that, you need to change that Korean won into US dollars or into euros or whatever and move it out. And the Koreans won't let you move more than like $10,000 in a week or something or other like that.
You can't take more than $10,000 on a plane. I know that in cash.
Oh yeah, and I think you can only do that once or something. I think that if you take 20,000 plus out of Korea total within like a year, then there's special legacy controls or something. Anyway,
yeah, capital controls.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff that ends up happening that basically means that you can go in and you can take advantage of that price premium once, and
you basically have to have
it.
You have to have like a team of Koreans in on it in order to do it consistently. Or you have to either arbitrage it through a middleman, like you buy gold and you mail it back home or something.
Yeah, but the plane issue isn't a big deal. You can just put any cryptocurrency on the ledger and walk across and like get on a plane.
Right, but
yeah,
what
but
you're
that's
trying
not
to do is
that's
you're
not
trying
helpful.
to buy
You're trying
the
to buy
currency
it
with cash.
at 9,000 in the U.S., then send it to Korea, sell it for 10,000, then bring that cash back to the U.S. so you can buy for 9,000 again. If you send Bitcoin into Korea and you sell it for $10,000, and then you are in Korea and you want to buy more Bitcoin, then you're buying it for 10,000. Then you haven't arbitraged anything.
Yeah, I just brain farted. I fucked that one up. Thanks. Sorry.
Well, couldn't you take something that has less of a premium and send it out and then send Bitcoin back, sell that to that other trading pair, send that out, send Bitcoin back, sell that to another trading pair that's like has no premium on it?
I mean, okay, so here's a fundamental point about arbitrage. Arbitrage opportunities that exist for a short period of time get wiped out because people use them. Arbitrage opportunities that exist for a long period of time, the gap stays open like that because for some reason it is difficult. So if you're seeing something like this consistent premium that the Koreans have, that premium exists because it is hard for the amount of money that would be needed to force the two sides into equilibrium to actually like go together. So yes, there probably are ways that you could do this where you could like move different cryptos around. I'm not sure what the Korean laws would be. It's possible that the Korean laws would get really upset at you for taking value out of the country, even if it's not in the form of Korean won.
Yep.
But like the point is that an arbitrage opportunity that stays open for this long is staying open because it's hard to take advantage of.
There's no legal way to arb the kimchi premium. But I mean, making that same argument, you could also say, okay, well, there's an official quote unquote exchange rate between the Venezuelan bolivar and like U.S. dollar, and then there's the actually what it's worth, right? So you could go there, get a bunch of bolivar with your dollars, and trade them to the citizens there for like way more than they're worth in the official rate, and then take all those bolivars, exchange them at the official rate, and then use that to like buy a tanker of gasoline that you drive into Brazil and sell for $1 million profit, right? Well, the reason you can't do that is because there's no like safe or realistic way to actually capture that opportunity.
I'm not trolling you guys, but there actually is absolutely a way to take advantage of the spread still, and the kimchi spread absolutely.
Teach us how.
Mailing gold or something like that. That's all I can think.
Mail order brides.
There was a college kid who came on the chat once, and he had a ton of other Korean foreign exchange students in his dorm, and he explained it all. He seemed to have it pretty worked out. But unless you want to go to a shitload of effort, it's not even really worth wasting your time looking into.
Yeah, wasn't
Oh, yeah,
he had some friends that he was doing ATM withdrawals, kind of
Yeah,
something like
in
that.
Hawaii.
Oh, was that the Korean guy?
Yep. I think he was American, but he was buying from Korean students.
Oh,
Right, Skittles. I remember.
that's right. Yeah, he was like going to their ATM or something like that.
Yeah, you give him like $1,000 or something like that for it.
Yeah, I remember that. That was pretty interesting, actually.
That's a lot of work for like a 9% margin.
It used to be a lot bigger.
Yeah, and it was just interesting how he told it. Like,
He was so excited and proud of himself for
yeah, it really
figuring out.
was.
That's good. Very happy for him.
So how was he doing? He had to use students, and then they had to sell the crypto for cash, and then transfer it somehow so that he could get it back here in the local currency. The problem
It was
is
like
if you have,
some special exception or exemption for like foreign, if you're a Korean and you're studying abroad, you have certain,
Exactly.
exemptions to the monetary controls.
Yeah, I think you can take out more.
Yeah, it was during all the Korean FUD, and I guess a month and a half ago. I don't know.
yeah, the people
Not
are
sure if
arguing it,
this-
but it's difficult to do, and probably not legal in many cases because of capital controls.
Oh, it was totally not legal.
It's a form of money laundering, right?
Exactly.
Delicious.
Yeah, most people lose money when they try to launder money. It's like a premium they have to pay, right? Well, in this case, since you're arbing Bitcoin, you actually get paid to do it. Like you hear stories about like these drug cartels that tell people to go to casinos and lose like 10% so they can try to make clean money.
Anonymity costs.
I don't know if this has any relevance, but since the Korea crackdown, Bitflyer has introduced this new product called BTC-FX.